Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. I'm still catching up on the news, and we've got some major news that happened yesterday. And I think we were the first place to report this, and then everybody else followed and did their reports too. So Slash was a guest on Eddie Trunk's Sirius XM show. He called into it, and he talked for a good 30 minutes, I think. The first half of the interview was complete. I didn't even listen to it. It was just about the conspirators and stuff like that. And then at the very end, he talked probably the most he's ever done about Guns N' Roses' future plans. So first things first, he let it be known that Guns N' Roses will be touring next year. He said, we have some shows coming up in March, which coincides with a rumor we've been hearing that Guns will be playing some South American dates next March in Brazil and Argentina. There's rumors they could be headlining Lollapalooza there, and it's possible they could be playing in Chile as well. And then even before Eddie Trunk could even ask the question, he said, there's some rumors going around, and Slash interjected and said, no, we don't have a song in the Terminator movie. So here's the actual transcript of what he said. He said, we're just doing one run in the States and a couple dates in Mexico, referring to Guns' upcoming tour, end of this month into November. And then he said, and then I think we have something coming up in March as far as touring is concerned. But then obviously everybody knows that we're working on new material, which is really exciting. And so that's primarily what the focus is. And then Slash would go on to say, there's nothing in the Terminator movie, by the way. These rumors, they take off and they get a life of their own, and you can't reel them in. They just sort of get tossed around in the wind. Anyways, yeah, so there's nothing in there. And then in a separate exchange, Trunk would say, now Duff has been out with his own record, and he was in Europe and touring and supporting that. Where are you at with Guns N' Roses' new music? Are you all working individually? Has everyone gotten together? Do you want to do a song or an album? Where are you at with that? To which Slash responded, I have nothing to tell you information-wise other than no, it's not like that. Everybody's been sort of like, when we're in town, we're working on it, referring to when everyone's in LA. And then when we're out of town, obviously not. So it's been that kind of thing. And then Trunk would say, all right, I know you can't say a lot about this. I'm not going to press you about this. Finally, what would you like to do? A full new Guns N' Roses album? Or we're in this world now where some people feel like you do an EP or you throw a new song out there. I know you're an old school guy like me. You like to make albums. And he basically asked Slash, what's your preference? And you know how highly anticipated that would be, whatever Guns is working on. To which Slash said, I think at the end of the day, everyone would like to have a full album released. I don't really think it's changed all that much, but there's a different way of putting stuff out initially nowadays. There's always been a single. He said there's always been the single, but now you sort of look at that preliminary release a little differently now. All things considered, it's like the Wild West out there. It's like there's no formula for any of it. There's no formula for it. I haven't seen anything routine kind of thing that works. He would go on to say, you could do one of a million things to release a record, but I think at the end of the day, I think we'll ultimately release a full album, referring to Guns N' Roses. He also talked a bit about Tool displacing Taylor Swift on the Billboard charts with their recent album, Fear Inoculum. And Slash was primarily on Trunk's show to promote his upcoming DVD release, his live concert he's releasing from his recent tour with the Conspirators, titled Living the Dream. It comes out September 20th. And one of the most ironic statements Slash made that kind of angered me during the interview was that he said he's jealous of a lot of people today because now we have YouTube to watch bootleg concerts. And it's kind of ironic considering all the crap that Guns N' Roses has been doing online with removing videos and stuff. So he's probably not even in the loop in terms of, the fact that a lot of Guns N' Roses concerts have been pulled off of YouTube. Not to mention their useless manager, Del James, who always brags about the concerts he goes to on Instagram and social media. He posts bootleg footage of it, and then he turns around and lectures people about putting bootleg Guns N' Roses footage on YouTube. There's also some other news. Now take it with a grain of salt, but have you guys seen our last podcast? There was this person named Little Michelle who it looks like she's been Axl Rose's first Me Too accuser. So she gave an interview to Matt, who's been on our podcast, and he's going to upload the interview in pieces. So he's uploaded the first part of the interview, and you guys can go check it out at the link below. And she basically talks about in the first part just how she met Axl. And I think she's come out now and started talking about her experience because Duff has been doing a lot of interviews talking about how he's a champion of the Me Too movement. So I think it's upset her a bit, and she's going to be, you'll be seeing more of the interview from Matt probably being released in the coming weeks as well. So that does it for today's news, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, hit the like button and subscribe. Take care.